Changes to Ohio's election laws. They're now awaiting a signature on the governor's desk. NBC4 State House reporter Natalie Fahmy talked to the state's top election official and how he feels about the possible changes. Natalie?
Well, there's some provisions of the bill he says he's in favor of and asked for, and there's others he says he would have done differently. But overall, Secretary of State Frank LaRose says there's always room for improvement. New election laws from the State House would make it so photo ID is now required to vote, rather than the current system that allows things like a utility bill to prove your identity.
It was a good change because a lot of Ohioans want it. Is it the silver bullet thing that makes Ohio elections different than anywhere else in the country? No, not necessarily, because we already really had a secure way of doing this.
The bill has a provision so any Ohioan who does not have a photo ID can get one for free. And LaRose says even if you do go to vote without one, you won't be turned away.
At that point, you'll be given a provisional ballot, and you'll have 4 days after the election to come to the Board of Elections and still prove your identity.
A highly debated and partisan aspect of the bill surrounded ballot drop boxes. The bill puts in writing for the first time in Ohio law that each Board of Elections can have one ballot drop box.
I would have preferred that they allow multiple boxes at that location. So again, you can deal with the logistics of a drive-up box over here, a walk-up box over there.
The bill would also make it so the time you have to both request and return an absentee ballot is shortened. It also eliminates the Monday before Election Day for early voting and reassigns the hours to weekends and evenings, something LaRose says has had bipartisan support from election officials for a long time.
They need to prepare for the opening of polls the next day, printing off the poll books and having everything prepared.
And LaRose says while good changes came out of this General Assembly, he still has some ideas for improvement.
Automating the registration process, that's not going to be a benefit to one party or the other. It's just going to be a benefit to voters and to the process to make it more accurate. Something like online absentee ballot request, it's not going to benefit one party or the other, but it is going to make the process a lot more modern and efficient.
Secretary LaRose says if the General Assembly wants to make any more changes to election laws, he encourages them to do so in the early part of next year, so that way both election officials and voters know what to expect going into the presidential primaries and election. Local for you at the State House, I'm Natalie Fahmy, NBC4.